Hello Internet, Taliesin here, and today we are talking plot. The absolute main reason that anybody went to watch 50 Shades Darker. And don't worry, because I'm not going to give you any 50 Shades Darker spoilers here, okay? And to be honest, I couldn't tell you the whole plot of that movie in one video, even if I wanted to, because it's like Magnolia, you know? It's so many twists and turns and surprises, and no, I'm joking, they just fuck. And why are you so obsessed with 50 Shades anyway? Forget about that, because today we are talking plot and storylines in World of Warcraft Legion. Yes, today is the day that the new Legionfall campaign story starts, which Blizzard describes as ongoing storylines unlock, which will lead up to the eventual opening of the Tomb of Sargeras raid dungeon, and the ability to earn class mounts. And yes, I know that you've already stopped listening to me now, because all you can think of is... And that's fair enough, but... Look, yes, that's fair enough, but honestly... No, seriously, calm down, because they're probably not coming until week 11, and even then, you're going to have to be exalted with the Legionfall to get them. Yes, exalted. So those Broken Shore quests that you stopped doing the second you got your Pathfinder 2 achievement, yeah, you shouldn't have stopped doing them. You can't stop doing them. You have to keep doing them forever. But to get back on topic slightly, having ongoing storylines unlock, which will lead up to the eventual opening of the Tomb of Sargeras raid dungeon, won't be a new concept to anyone that has been playing Legion, because it's exactly what happened in the weeks leading up to the opening of the Nighthold with the Suramar storyline, as we and our various elven buddies moved in to lay siege to the city before eventually liberating it from the tyrannical grip of Elisand and Gul'dan, but then forgetting to tell anyone who actually lived in the city, so they still attack you on sight. And seriously, fuck off, I'm your liberator! Fuck Suramar, seriously, fuck that shit. It was a fantastic end to an awesome zone and storyline, and contributed to making Purpletown one of the all-time great World of Warcraft zones and endgame experiences. So the fact there's something similar going to be happening on the Broken Shore is great news, especially as, and I'm going to put this as delicately as possible here, we really fucking need some storyline right now on the Broken Shore. Like, right now. Please, because 7.2 may well be the biggest patch in the history of the universe of World of Warcraft ever, like Blizz say. You know, I'm not denying that, but right now, it's big like global warming is big. A huge, massive change is promised, but most people feel the main impact of it hasn't really touched them yet. And coincidentally, after a while, endless Sentinex farming is exactly as fun as separating out your recycling on a Thursday night. Basically, what I'm saying is, if this new storyline had taken any longer to arrive, then Steve Bannon was going to start denying 7.2 even exists. But it does exist, because it's here. Right now on the Broken Shore, Khadgar is waiting with a new chapter on what promises to be an epic journey, okay? Oh yeah, this is going to be good. We are talking revenge. We are talking destiny. We're talking... Wait, what the fuck? I've just completed it? Hang on, there must be... I mean, there must be some quests that I missed here, because that can't be it, surely. I didn't even read the quest text. I don't even know what just happened. That can't be it, surely. I didn't even have time to put up a spoiler warning. What did I even spoil? Yes, that's right, Internet, as I'm sure you've already experienced for yourselves right now. The very first, and so far only quest in this week's storyline, the storyline that unlocks piece by piece over the next 7 weeks, a strand of content important enough to feature on Blizzard's official patch hype, is one quest. One quest. In which Khadgar tells you to go out and get some nether shards, because that's a really refreshing change from what I've been doing for the last 4 weeks, right? Okay, look, I'm not about to get all heels versus babyface on this, okay? Because actually, I'm really enjoying 7.2 so far, and as heartbreakingly disappointing nether shard collection quests go, this one is really nicely done, because, you know, it's Khadgar, who has become WoW's living, walking, one-man meme, and the quest text is funny, you know, because he's asking you to collect nether shards, and that's funny, because he always used to ask us to get Apexis crystals, and so it's self-referencing, and that means it's funny, okay? It's like when Tim Burton tells you that he's going to make a new movie, and he tells you it's Dumbo, and that's funny because Tim Burton has already been shitting on every single one of your sacred childhood cartoons for years now, and he's doing it again, so that's funny, okay? Except, you know what? It's not really that funny, is it? Because at the end of the day, there's still going to be a depressingly shit Tim Burton Dumbo movie, and you're still going to have to go out and fetch Khadgar 2,400 nether shards. And at the end of the quest, there is more classic comedy as Khadgar realises he's miscalculated and he only needed one nether shard after all, so lets you keep the rest. So not only was the quest potentially time-consuming and incredibly boring, but also absolutely pointless, leaving you crying in a heap wondering what the fuck you're even doing with your life, while Khadgar fucks off to use his new nether shard to buy a baleful necklace in the hope of finally getting Predaz or whatever the fuck he wanted it for anyway. Not that we even get to see that, because this is literally the end of the storyline for this week. Look, chapter complete, GG. I'm pretending to be much more upset about this than I am, obviously, and I'll tell you exactly why in a minute, but part of me is thankful that this quest has changed from the PTR, where you needed, no lie, 50,000 nether shards to complete this fucker, and I know that at least the Broken Shore campaign will ramp up from here, although next week's installment is called Mark of the Centenax, so don't get too excited, but it will ramp up. The thing is, and we are making this video because we've already been asked about this so much just today, I really don't know if now was the right time for Blizzard to totally troll players that have been waiting expectedly, excitedly for some new story like they were promised, because collecting 2,400 nether shards is never ever going to be story. The Suramar storyline that unlocked week by week had the full weight of an unprecedentedly large end zone story behind it. Broken Shore really doesn't, and I can't help thinking that a lot of people will feel that Blizzard have missed a chance to really give the player base something to get their teeth into here. It didn't have to be a huge quest chain to get through straight away, but it needed to be more than one quest. And it needed to be meaningful, and it will be good, and it will be meaningful, but why not jump in with both feet? Why give us a season opening that was about as exciting as the Iron Fist premiere, with all the exciting bits taken out? Okay, just the Iron Fist premiere. Well, and this is why I'm not actually angry about it, I do have good news. Because if what you're after is meaningful lore and character development, then this week does see the start of that too, if you're Alliance. Fly out to this point on the Broken Shore and you will now be able to find a special item which starts a new quest line involving Anduin Rin, which is genuinely great and ends with that cinematic that we've seen tantalizing glimpses of in Blizzard tweets. There are no spoilers for this here, okay, but this is exactly what most people wanted the Legionfall campaign to be like. Meaningful, story progressing, character developing, and packed full of major lore characters, if you're Alliance. Which is why I am not too fussed about the Legionfall campaign right now, because this is the story that I've been waiting for. And yes, okay, if you're Horde, it totally sucks to be you, because you can't do it. But you know what? Maybe next time, don't run away from the Broken Shore, leaving everyone else there to die, like you did last time. Maybe you get a storyline, you cowards. You fucking cowards. So it turns out, hey, this isn't a complaining video after all. Yes, the next chapter in the Legionfall quest story is laughably unsatisfying, but there is more good story to be found this week, so go out and find it, people. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to have another short video up very soon in which we ask for your help. But for now, that's it. A special thank you to all of our awesome patrons who make most of what we do possible. But for now, from me, Taliesin, cheerio.